Hello, viewers. A very good afternoon and welcome to Africa and Beyond Television Network. We are taking a look on what is happening in the nation Zimbabwe. So, Vice President Chiwenga sent his lieutenant to a funeral which happened in Masvingo, Bikita. And we need to take a look what really transpired. The major question is Vice President Chiwenga extending his feet across Zimbabwe? What is really happening? Let us listen to this video.
Nechikonzero chandichazotaura asi ndoda kuti nditange ndakudza dare nditi pamusoro yemhuri yekwamashingaidzi, pamusoro yemhuri yekwautete wakaberekwa mai, pamusoro madzimambo vari pano. Toziva kuti tiri mudunhu ravamkangamwi neutungamiri hwenyu hwepasichigare huri pano, pamusoro vatungamiri vechechi kwaipinda mai nevatungamiri vemachechi ari pano akasiyana siyana, pamusoro Air Force Commander vatitsika pano Air Marshal Jacob Nzvede vanobva pambiri apo pachivamba padzoro kuzaka ndokumusha kwavo. Taidai tina Army Commander General Sanyatwe, asi vandifonera vachiti vane rwendo nhasi vari kuinda kunze kwenyika, asi tinavo mukuchema kwatiri kuita. Maona kuti isusu semagandanga tinochengetana, ndochokutanga. Chechipiri tinodanana, chechitatu tinotsigirana. Kuuya kwataita uku semagandanga chiratidzo chokuti muzive kuti isusu sevana venyu vakarwira nyika ino kuti isununguke takanga takabatana nguva yehondo, tichakangobatana nanhasi. Musi wechina chevhiki iri yatiri kupedza nhasi, takanga tichiviga vatete vaGeneral Chiwenga kuhwedza, vakatisiya vane makore 102. Ndokwandakanga ndiri. Tapedza pakauya mashoko maviri akatirwadza. Rokutanga nderokuti tashayikirwa nerimwe gamba rerusununguko. Colonel Chinga, Jaji Dube vakashayikira kubhuruwayo, mweya wavo ngauzorore murugare. Tasimuka ndananga kuHarare, ndo pandakazoona tsamba dzinouya muchimbozha nhareji ichibva kuna mukoma Gibson ichiti mai hakusisina. Saka ndakazongotatarwa hangu ndakuenda kuHarare, ndobva tazofonerana tichitaurirana kuti tofamba sei. Ndakabva ndaudza Vice President kuti ndozvaitika, vakabva vaditi tozotaura takuHarare. Saka zuro ndobva vandichaira foni vakati watoenda here? Ndikati handisati. Zvikanzi kana usati waenda uya uno. Kupi? Nhasi mugovera chef. Zvikanzi uya kumba. Vanaenda kumba kwavo. Vakati ndandine shungu dzokuti ndiuye kuti tichemetese mai vedu, asi pane basa randanzi ndiite napresident nhasi usesvondo uno. Vakawanda mumusoro menyu muri kuzvibvunza kuti kwaivo president vice president vazomboita shungu dzokuti vauye kuno kubhikita, chikonzero ndechei? Murume anonzi Gibson Mashingaidze uyu, vamwe kuhoto vaimbuti tangai maona povho, vamwe taimbuti Gibson Gumbo, munozama Magandanga taingochinja chinja vazita nenzvimbo dzatinenge tiri. Na vice president vakakura vese vakatanga kudzidza nyaya dzezvekurwa hondo 1973 kutanzania. Vakakura vese kwenguva yakareba vakasvika pachidanho chokuti ivo.
So this is Lieutenant General Angel Betrugeje. He was representing Vice President Chiwenga in Bikita. Yes, he has explained and said Vice President and the son of Gogo, Mashingaidze, were friends. But the real issue is that if you listen very carefully, there is a moment where he slipped his tongue and said president, and he quickly corrected and said vice president. In my own view, this is a team general. They are now expanding their feet across Zimbabwe, and a lot of events are happening. So he said that General Sanyatwe was out of the country or was going out of the country. That is not true, because on Sunday, General Sanyatwe was at Prekeb Farm. We'll talk about that story, we'll cover that story, which shows that a group of people who were supposed to be there, they were given different assignments. We do not know these assignments, but with the intelligence that they were supposed to be there in Bikita, they were given a different assignment. Why? It's because such events like these ones could give them ample time to discuss even briefly some key issues which are very important in this era which we are in. So, a lot is happening at this point in time, and Zimbabwe at this point is very hot politically. But here is the message to these generals. You guys fought during the liberation struggle and you were calling yourself Magandanga. According to the Smith regime, you were terrorists, but you were fighting for the freedom of the people of Zimbabwe. That is the reason why you were being labeled terrorists. Now that Zimbabwe is free, why can't you let us, the people you fought to liberate, put ideas in the government by participating directly in the affairs of this nation? Why can't you be advisors in the military cycles and let us take over the governance of this country? This is one of the issue which we need to raise with these generals. You are experts in military activities, but you are not experts in governance activities. We need ideas. We don't need military strategies when running a government. Put your military strategies on how to protect the nation from invasion. Yet we put our ideas on the table and on the ground and we start to implement them. Why are you stopping young people in the rural areas who want to be councillors, who want to be MPs with ideas? Why are you fighting them? Why are you hell-bent to oppress the people of Zimbabwe? Right now, whatever you are doing, you guys, you are doing it for your own benefit because you feel that Emerson Mnangagwa has gone rogue. You feel that he has excluded you from important issues. Especially General Rugeje was removed from the commissariat. He was the political commissar, was removed there. And we understand this bitterness. But why can't you, comrades, give us a chance to contest, participate, and win elections, and let those who have won pursue the what is very important for this nation? We understand there is no way a president will come and will not make this and will make decisions without consultation with the military when it comes to the issues of national security or other issues which might threaten the issues of national security. But what is it that you are bringing onto the table regarding the economy of the nation of Zimbabwe? Recently, we have heard that joke met in Harare, and when we're talking about joke, we are talking about a composition of the CIO, the Zimbabwe prisons, Zimbabwe National Army, Zimbabwe Air Force, and the police. I think those are the 6 groups. So every grouping will put its own members in joke. They met to discuss the issues of prices as a matter of national security, but you are not discussing corruption as a matter of national security. You are not discussing election rigging as a matter of national security. Why? Corruption, election rigging, violence against citizens, arresting of opposition people or government critics. Those are the issues of national security which JOC must sit down to address. You generals, you are failing us. We know that you are expanding your tentacles because you want to be in power. You want to be where Team ED is seated at this point in time. You are dreaming of being in those seats one of the days. But the major question is, why can't you fight such that you leave people with ideas to occupy positions of power and positions of authority for the sake of the liberation of Zimbabwe as a nation? These are the issues. So if you look at how these people have been operating, they were together in Wedza. This time around, they were in Bikita, and some of them were in Bulawayo. They've spread themselves, some in Bulawayo, some in Bikita. They are trying by all means to be presently visible in key areas as ZANU-PF fights continue to happen. So it's very important to note that change is coming to the nation of Zimbabwe. And these generals, we want them to be on the right side of history. We want them to be on the right side of the history because they are not going to stop a revolution which is going to happen in Zimbabwe. Because that revolution is not going to be led by humans. It is going to be a gold-enabled revolution, which means killing me or killing Nelson Chamisa or killing anybody will not stop such a revolution. Because you do not know the reason why God has made these people to evade from death for a very long time. They have been trying by all means possible to kill, maim, and harm our people. But God has made it possible for our people to evade such activities. They must learn from such issues. We are saying to the generals, you fought a good fight during the liberation struggle. Leave it to us to build our nation based on ideas, not based on the ability to make a slogan and the ability to affiliate with ZANU-PF. I have always said there are people who are capable to lead, but there are people who are able to lead. Having a capability is different to have an ability. Somebody with an ability to lead is far much better than somebody with a capability, because a capability might come from a position of influence or a position of favor, but an ability is a natural thing which is in you. I hope and believe that the generals will hear our messages, the young people. So whatever they are doing, they are fighting each other for the sake of power. But we are saying, generals, it's time for you to let the young take over the leadership of Zimbabwe, and you take the advisory role. We are not saying that if we get into power, we are not going to consult you where your expertise is. You have expertise in military issues. Definitely, you will be consulted when issues of military or defense come. But you are not economic experts. You know nothing about the economy. So there is no need for us to consult you on the issues of the economy. It surprises me to see the JOC, which does not know anything to do with the economy. They sit to make decisions, to say currency adai, currency adai, currency adai. Why are you doing that? Why can't you leave economics to people who understand business and economics better, who understand governance better? So I hope and believe that these generals will learn from what happened to Robert Mugabe in the past. They need to do the right thing. The only way for Zimbabwe to move forward is when ZANU-PF is totally disintegrated. And this is the only favor these generals can do to us. So General Chiwenga, we'll see how everything is going to unfold. We'll see if he's going to win in terms of continuing being influential. Remember, his comrades were banned to meet outside the mandate of the leadership of ZANU-PF. They now have to advise the leadership whenever they want to meet or whenever they want to make decisions across Zimbabwe. which makes it difficult for his affiliates to be part and parcel of strategic planning on the ground. But we'll wait to see as tensions continue to simmer in the nation of Zimbabwe. Thank you very much, everybody. Petronella, thank you very much for the contributions. He said, Magandanga matitambudza endai munoisungirira nyika yacho tinoisunungura. Please tapota dai mwari. Okay. So that is true. These comrades, they are taking us for granted. Yes, they fought the liberation struggle, but they must understand that the country must move forward, and the country must be prepared for the next generation such that they benefit. Go and see what the Chinese are doing across Zimbabwe, destroying Zimbabwe. Our children will never know the color of mountains or the images of mountains vachadzionera papa internet, simply because China are kuita zvanoda. What kind of mining is it that to destroy Makomo? What kind of mining is that? Why do we need the Chinese to mine our gold, to mine our precious minerals when we can do it? We can do it as Zimbabwe. Why do we need the Chinese? Goride rinomboda chiko kurimaina. So if we are a serious nation, we can do our mining on our own. We can have the government own mines so that everybody will benefit from that. We build schools, build hospitals, build infrastructure, make sure that everybody does have water, build dams for the people. This is what we want, not what is happening at this point in time. Imagine if minerals were being taken, votengesa, vovakama dam, voisama irrigation schemes. Imagine if they were doing that. Imagine Kanavai government mine ayo, and they take money, they invest in CSC, vogadzara code rooms in all provinces and districts. Vanhu vachirima huku dzavo mbudzi nguruve vachiendesa ikoko, they sell, everybody gets his money. Imagine if that was happening. These are the ideas of President Advocate Nelson Chamisa to make sure that each and every sector is functional. Hazvidi varungu, hazvidi vamwe vanhu vachauya. Do not listen to propaganda yeZanu-PF kuti Nelson Chamisa want to bring the white people. No. He wants to work with every person who is going to make the economy great again. But the biggest priority is to make sure that blacks own strategic wealth in this nation, such that there is circulation of wealth within, and we develop from within. We need people who care about their homes. Our politicians, they are buying properties outside Zimbabwe because they don't care about Zimbabwe. They care about being in Switzerland, about being in Dubai, about being in South Africa centered. They don't care about being in Zimbabwe. So it's a very, very sad situation. Irene, thank you very much as well for the contributions. We pray and we continue to pray because, yes, we have suffered enough. Notando, thank you very much for this contribution. So everybody, thank you very much, everyone, for being here. Please normalize to like our videos so that they are shown to as many people as possible. You know, what happens sometimes is that I have seen a lot of people saying, we are not seeing your videos. Just remember that the fight we are fighting, this struggle is being fought by some people with resources. Sometimes they try to manipulate using some softwares. So they try to hack our platforms in a way that when we publish videos, they are not seen to as many people as possible. That is another challenge. That is another problem we have had. We have been publishing the whole of September, but that problem continues to be with us. A lot of people are complaining, why are we not seeing the videos? To mitigate that, make sure that you have subscribed, make sure that you have rang the notification bell, so that every time we go live, you will be personally notified about our broadcast, or normalize searching Africa and Beyond so that you see what we have posted on daily basis. Thank you very much, everybody, for coming. Let us meet in other episodes.